हाय फ्रेंड्स। सो लास्ट के क्लास में हम लोग पढ़े थे कि व्हाट आर द डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्लांट किंगडम एंड एनिमल किंगडम। अब हम लोग आज का टॉपिक हमारा होगा किंगडम एनिमैलिया। हम लोग एनिमल किंगडम को डिटेल में पढ़ने वाले हैं। ग्रोथ कर्व को आज मैं फिर से डिफाइन करूंगा क्योंकि ग्रोथ कर्व पे कई बार सेपरेट क्वेश्चंस हायर स्टडीज में आते हैं, तो हम लोगों को थोड़ा सा उसका आइडिया होना चाहिए। देखिए, तो हम लोगों ने क्राइटेरिया बनाया था, वी हैव मेड द सर्टेन क्राइटेरिया कि ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट वी विल क्लासिफाई द इंटायर एनिमल किंगडम और द इंटायर लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म कैन बी क्लासिफाइड अप टू हियर मिनिमम, like what type of cell they have, what are the structural organization, whether they are unicellular or multicellular, whether the nutrition, what type of nutrition they have, whether the cell wall is present or not, what type of genetic material they have. These are the common characteristics. And we have added in animal kingdom motility and the growth. These are the two additional points we have added. So animals, as far as the general characteristics of animal kingdom concerned, they are eukaryotic. Their cells are eukaryotic. They are eukaryotic in nature. They are multicellular. Their mode of nutrition is heterotrophic. They are not doing photosynthesis. Cell wall is not present in the animal kingdom. In entire animals, no cell wall will be present. Mostly are motile. Most of the animals are able to locomote from one place to other place, able to move from one place to other place. For that we are using the term motility. Next one is the growth. The growth in the animals is limited. After getting mature, they stop growth. Their growth stops. They are not growing. As for example, like up to a certain age, my height is up to this one. It doesn't matter कि after 10 years now I'm at the age of suppose of 30 or 40 years, and at the 50 years I will not of this height. Means our growth will stop up to once the organisms get mature. They are getting the reproductive age. Then after that the number of cell increase in the number of cell or the growth stops. So we will talk about the growth and growth curve in detail. So in the next I can show that what is the growth curve. Growth curve is what it is. It is a graphical representation of the various stages of the life. We can say that if we will plot a graph and we will take on x-axis the time period, how much time period is there, and what is the status of the number of cell. On y-axis, this is number of cell we are taking, and here the zero. Suppose at the first year, here I am writing in terms of years, suppose, or better to write, just leave it. Suppose first year the number of cell it was this much, this much, this much, this much, it will increase. So what happened when the birth happened, the organism have a particular number of cell. After that, what happens? It start growing. A 2-month child, 3-month child, 4-month child, and you can notice there is a sharp growth. And after certain time, again we can notice in our life there is a less growth. We can make a curve like structure. It is changing. After some time it becomes straight. There is no growth happen, and after certain age the number of cell also start decreasing. So these are the different stages. This we are comparing with the growth curve. So the first stage, this is called lag phase. Lag phase. What the lag phase? In lag phase, what happens? The number of here the organism will have a particular number of cell, and it will mature. The cell will mature. There is a maturation stage. But after some time, this is called this sharp growth phase. This up to here we can say that this is an exponential phase. Exponential phase, or we can say that it is a log phase, lag phase or log phase. Here what happened? The number of cell increases continuously. I'll write here. In stationary, the third stage is the stationary phase. Here the number of cell will not increase. This is stationary phase, stationary, stationary phase, and this is decline phase, decline, CLINE. What happened in these phases? Why we have written like this? In lag phase, the maturation will be there. In log phase, number of new cell is much greater than death, or better to write, the cell birth will be greater than cell death. The number of cell, of course, then the number of cell will increase. In a stationary phase, the cell birth is equal to cell death. So number of cell will be remain constant. That's why it is called as a stationary phase. No growth in the body mass or something is there. No growth in the volume, no growth in height occurs. In decline phase, what will happen? The death will be greater than the birth. Here, the death of cell is greater than birth. So, hope you are able to understand the difference between these phases, growth phases. And don't forget to write at the last, that is growth curve. This is the growth curve for animals. What happens at a particular stage, the growth stops. After that, there will be no increase in the cell. But in case of plants, it is continuously increasing. Rate may be less, but it will continue to the growth. So this is the one important point. Now, so we have understood that what are the different characteristics of general characteristics of kingdom Animalia. Now further classification of animal also done on certain criteria, like these are the common characteristics. Some other characteristics are there, like what are the structural organization, what are body symmetry, what type of body, whether the body can be divided into two equal halves or not, or whether the body, how many germ layers are there, ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm, these all are the germ layers. Whether the body have, what type of body plan they have, whether they have the vertebral column, this vertebral column or not. So based on that also further classification was done. So now we will study about the further classification of the kingdom Animalia.